Alright, here we are again. Told you guys in this video I'd have the seat back on and I would show you what everything looked like, but you don't know what I've been through on this. So last night I started to put this back together. About 10:30 I was working on it, had it all back together, seat back on, fired it up, turned on the blinkers, and no matter which way I turned the blinkers, both bulbs would light up slowly and dim. I thought, oh man, I miswired it. Checked the wiring, double checked the wiring. I even pulled the battery back out because I don't know if you can see in one of the earlier videos, the wiring harness, somebody ran down over here. I mean, this thing was rode hard and put away wet. They had run the wiring harness over this and it blocked the cover here. You could barely close it. This was all plugged in, so I ran that back down underneath there and had to unplug some things. So I even took the battery back out, checked all that wiring, triple checked all this wiring. Well, what happened was I took all that apart again. I laid one of those blinkers and it ended up being on bare metal here. Thank goodness for all the bare metal on this bike. I guess some people wouldn't be thankful for that, but hey, when you're on a budget and you enjoy tinkering with things, somebody might think it's a pig, but at least it's my pig, right? Runs good. I think it's still a nice looking bike for the most part. So anyway, yeah, so I was laying that on there and it would blink when it was grounded. So you can't see, but right between here and here, there's 4 rubber grommets. So this metal doesn't touch here. So those need to be grounded in order to blink. And it doesn't ground to the bike at all. So I had missed a ground plug back in here that was unplugged. Oh man, believe it or not, you had to take all this back out because that wiring's all hooked up. I guess I could have taken that off and just pulled that wiring through underneath the bike, but I'm telling you, that wiring's tucked underneath a conduit underneath there that you can't see. It's tight. So I had to take all that back off, all that back apart. I was pretty frustrated, but once I got out the wiring diagram, confirmed what I thought I had missed, figured it out, got her all plugged back in here. Almost ready to plug this back in, hook it up, put the seat on, fire it up, and I'll show you guys how that looks. But I'm really, really happy with how good that turned out. I mean, you should have seen it before. This is the one that was on it before. That little treat. I mean, you can see, look, it's all banged up and dented and looks like it's been through a war. Well, that one looked almost as bad before I took the aluminum foil to it and water, and I'll tell you what, boy, I mean, all things considered, that turned out great. So, anyway, I'll get this finished up and make a video while I got the seat on it, maybe fire it up, and you guys can see this thing running. So, thanks a lot.